got to 30 and broke down. Ding then, he's come back and he's had a good break to win the frame.
Well, analyse that. Why should Murphy sort of break down in that situation when he gets to 30?
I don't think it's a matter of it that, you know, that he's breaking down. Obviously, you don't want to break down, but he's either losing position or he's playing little fancy cannons, and he's missing the cannons, which is he's then in no man's land. He's having to play safe. He's not getting another opportunity. Ding's either knocking in a great long red, like we've seen then. He had a little bit of luck in that one, to be fair. He's played for the black, snookered himself and finished perfect on the pink. But it's still a very, very good match. Yeah, and so Shaun Murphy, I guess, has it all to do again. Still 2 frames behind, but Ding, you have to admire the way he's played him, and again, just meticulous break building. He's had a 91, a 71, and an 86. So I wonder who will register the first big break of the 7th frame. Dominic and Terry will talk us through this.
Big break off from Ding, more or less tight on the cushion, and he's left Shaun Murphy no easy pot to go for. You can get past into the potting angle into the right corner, but it looks from here as if the cue ball is going to have to cannon into the red behind the black if he pots it, and if he misses it, it's, well, anything could happen. He's got a straightforward safety shot on here if you want it, but so he's opting pot, keeping that aggressive shot selection going. Well, perhaps he deserves that, because Ding had, as we've seen, a very lucky positional shot in the last frame and cleared up from it. It's very seldom you see luck winning a game for somebody, and unless obviously it's in the decider on the black, but you normally get chances to come back in. Well, that's a disappointing miss.
Shaun Murphy won.
Didn't make the most of the fluke.
Yeah, it's funny how things work, isn't it, Terry? Ding's now absolutely over the moon that Shaun Murphy fluked that red.
Got the red in, but caught it a bit on the thick side as Murphy sits down and wonders what's happening out there. I don't think anybody could say that Shaun Murphy's played poorly here, because he hasn't, and at times he's been devastating in this match. But he just lost position once or twice, missed the odd pot in there that can make the difference at this level. Spoke about the records earlier on when Shaun Murphy's won 7 out of their 9 matches, and one of them in 2010 in the Junhui Classic over in China. It's quite a big invitation event. Shaun Murphy was 8-2 down against Ding and won the last 7 frames. Incredible. And in style, because it was shown over here on television. It's been a nightmare for Ding in front of his millions of fans over there. Would have put a lot of pressure on him, Dominic.
Yes. That would have been a very hurtful defeat. But that could maybe serve to make him even more determined to win this match. It would be interesting. Should Ding go 5-2 up, I think he'll start to think about what happened in that Junhui Classic. Sure he won't do. If he started to miss the odd shots here and Shaun Murphy was to come back at him slightly, might enter his head then.
18.
He's just looking at what angle he wants on the pink, possibly, to pot this red and leave himself a nice pink that can help him to split the reds. May play through for the black. Didn't quite have the angle on that red. No, then this is not a great pack here. It's got to be 2 reds you see at the bottom of the pack there. Hit those half ball either side will be fine. He's turned the chance down. The red at the top of the pack. And now again he's looking at the pink as a shot he would like 26. To start to open these reds out. He's between half and 3/4 ball angle here. That'll be perfect to split the reds. The only trouble is going into this side. You could kiss some of the reds onto the black and tie it up.
Just got to be a tiny bit careful. You also really plough through this pack of reds and cannon the red that's nearest that pink. It could come off another one and go towards that left corner. It was on its way, but I think Ding tried to play a more control cannon into the pack than the one I was suggesting he may have taken, but
33.
Oh, he's still on a red.
Very tight that, because they were so close together. He could have played a push shot, but he got away with it. And you see the different styles again. I mean, Shaun Murphy would have just clattered those reds all over the place, wouldn't he? And they would have been all in the middle of the table somewhere, and Ding prefers to play a different type of shot. You can see that there. If the putt, of course, is deemed to be made if the tip's in contact with the cue ball when the cue ball hits the object ball. Very difficult to see, as you think, with the naked eye.
40.
Yeah, it's more a feeling you have of the strike of the ball. You know if you've made a push shot normally. That was as close as it gets, I think.
41.
Big frame this one. Ding. He could go on and make a frame winning break here. He'd just be 1 frame away from tomorrow's final.
Well, at this stage in the match, when he's 4-2 up and well on his way to 5-2, he's only scored 7 more points than Shaun Murphy. 365 to 372. It's a lot of points. Been 1 low scoring frame, that was the first one. 32-60 with only a 43 break in that one. But all the other ones
48.
have produced some big breaks from both players. Good quality. And a few mistakes in between, Dominic. That makes it more interesting, doesn't it? It's a bit boring if they do hundreds every shot.
Yes, that's true.
39.
Amazingly though, Terry, since that first frame, the lowest break has been 71. 70 odd or more in every frame since I'll open up. That's another half century. Didn't quite get hold of the cue ball there, Ding.
56.
Wanted that cue ball to zip back off that black a lot more. He's still on a red, but it's a very thin cut. Just needs red colour red. Oh, we'll need him before he does. It is in. Oh, great shot from Ding.
57.
The pot was difficult enough, but the position light was almost as difficult. Again, it's all about how you time the ball. If you go right through the shot, you'll always hit it thinner, and if you jab at it,
Sitting out a lot here. Shaun Murphy. A lot to think about. Looks very much he's going to go down by 3 frames with just 4 to play, 3 behind, and Really hasn't played that bad. That's the important red.
62. $69. $70. $75.
Well, somehow it stayed out, but it's not going to make any
On the
difference to
frame.
this frame. Ding puts another frame on the board. He's 5-2 in front.
So Ding just needs one more frame now to go into the final here at the Welsh Open. Some brilliant potting again from him. And this has been a great, this is so calm, so assured, and seems to be picking the right shot at the right time.
Yes, you know, and Shaun Murphy fluked the red in the opening exchanges of that frame then, and it looked like he was going to have payback for the way he lost the previous one, but he missed a yellow into the middle, which he was disappointed from, and Ding Junhui again has made the most of it.
If you look at the scoreboard here, it seems as if there's been a very swing of momentum. Do you see any way back for Murphy now?
The way Ding is playing, probably not, but I mean, if the chances come and Shaun Murphy can carry on it in big breaks and not break down where he is at around 30 mark, then he's got a chance. He's just going to look at it now, take one frame at a time, you know, and try and get Ding at it a little bit and put him under a little bit of pressure. But he's not under a lot of pressure at the minute. He's playing so well. And
so for Murphy, does he just have to kind of almost put the match context out of his head and just think about winning the next frame? I guess that's all he can do. Well,
he never gives up, and he'll still think he can this match, but at 5-2 down with someone playing as well as what Ding is, I mean, Shaun Murphy's realistic as well. You know, he's going to have to take it frame by frame and all of a sudden try and be biting at the heels of Ding and just trying to off-put him a little bit.
So when Murphy's under this amount of pressure, if you do a chance, say a long pot is on, I mean, what would your advice be to him? Should he go for it and play his natural game and throw caution to the wind, or do you think he needs to sort of rein it in a bit more?
Well, he's got nowhere to go now, so I'd probably say play